Gemini men, they do the same thing, but they are very
I'm doing that.
wishy-washy.
I'm doing that. Oh, what? Pause. Brian looks good every day. Let's not even go there. But I'm still ratchet royalty, okay? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all you beautiful people out there in the world, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have my Gemini sister. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Handle. Come on, you know the routine.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Jordan. My Instagram is at Jordan, Jordyn, period, Randall on Instagram. And that's about it.
Okay. Today, I thought, let's review Scorpios. I said Scorpios.
We're going to review them too.
Let's review the Zodiacs. And I was like, why not review the whole Zodiacs with my twin sister? We're both Geminis. We're literally 3 weeks apart. We literally are the same person, just two different genders.
He likes to remind everybody what the 3 weeks.
Yes, because I'm 3 weeks older. Anyways, we're gonna go through the Zodiacs and say who we like, who we don't like, just how we feel about them.
Along.
These are all sun signs, and we are not professionals, so
don't take this personally.
Exactly. We're just gonna go off our experiences, and that's that. Mm-hmm. So I have an order. I wrote down some notes, and we're gonna go off the dome, and I'm gonna use some of these notes. So we're gonna start. The actual Zodiac to start is Aries. Aries is the first Zodiac ever, for those who don't know. Fun fact. I said, but Aries, a lot of Aries I know are very strong-minded.
Aries are just naturally aggressive.
They're strong-minded.
They're naturally aggressive people in general. They're very protective of their own, whether it's their spouse, their family. They're very protective, and that's why I loved Aries.
And they rarely ask for help. They rarely ask for help, and I feel like they keep their emotions hidden a lot.
You think?
I feel like a lot of them keep their emotions hidden. They may tell you a little bit how they feel, but they're not gonna give you everything.
I don't know what Aries you dealt with, because the Aries I know, they tell you how they feel. At least the Aries I've dealt with.
I feel like they're violent. They're high key violent, but low key lovers.
They are. They're like.
It's I will fight you and be like, but I love you. That's kind of thing I get from them.
I fight you because I love you.
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
What is this, Jody and Yvette?
I don't know. That's what it gives. That's how my mother's an Aries. I have a lot of people that I know who are Aries, and it's just
a lot of Aries.
Yeah.
They're just really aggressive and just have a strong. Well, a lot of signs have a strong personality, but they're just very protective of their own. They're just yo, don't talk to her. Don't come at her like that. If you want somebody to protect you, I would hit up an Aries.
And I feel like that's men and women though.
Yeah, men and women.
That's men and women. Because
I love that.
Same. They're scary. But next is Taurus.
Taurus, stubborn.
I love me some Taurus.
I love him some Taurus.
Oh my god. I'm drawn to Tauruses.
I don't know
Taurus
what it is
men.
with you and Taurus.
I don't know, something about Taurus men. They're toxic as fuck. But it's something about them. I said they're emotionally reserved, but they're very protective. They're very protective people, and I think that's what I like about them.
The only thing
and they're mysterious.
Are they mysterious?
They're mysterious as fuck. I think that's what it is. That's what I like about them. They're mysterious.
I think how you feel about Taurus is how I feel about Virgos.
Virgos?
But for Tauruses, honestly, every Taurus I met is the coolest person. They're super cool. They seem to pretty much get along with everybody. They're very, very chill. But when you get in an argument with them or have some sort of a confrontation, stubborn. But I do love them. I do. But stubborn. I'm we're not just gonna talk about this.
But the women are different, because Taurus women, I've never really gotten along with Taurus women. It's always a little
really?
I don't fuck with her like that. It's something. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've always had issues with Taurus women. We end up just not fucking with each other, and it's just okay, well, let bygones be bygones. It is what it is. Moving on.
What? I've got along with Taurus women.
Next is Gemini. We are the third of the Zodiac because, duh, but we should have been first, to be honest. Anyway, you want to give your take on the female, and I'll give my take on the male, and then we can just collab.
So Geminis, there's a rumor going around that we're two-faced. We're not two-faced. We are just naturally adaptable people. Not adaptable in the sense of we change who we are. We just have different parts of ourselves, and when we're around a certain person that has a certain part of ourselves, that part of ourselves comes out. Like if I'm into anime and sports, if I'm around someone that has anime, that talks about anime, then I'm like going on and on about anime. But I'm really into sports as well, so if I'm around the sports crowd, that comes out. We just adjust to where we are. Also, if somebody is like super down, we kind of like lift them up, or if somebody's super up, we kind of pull them down. Like we're just adjusters. We're not fake. We just seem to get along with a lot of people and very understanding of people. Now Gemini women, we are like very flexible. We kind of go with the wind and we express different parts of ourselves. Gemini men, they do the same thing, but they are very wishy-washy.
I'm doing that. Oh, what?
Y'all are wishy-washy.
Wait a minute, hold up.
When it comes to relationships,
First of all, let me talk about the men because I'm gonna get to that. Okay.
when it comes to relationships, Gemini men are very wishy-washy.
That is
I
not
will say
true.
that. Yes, y'all are.
That's not true. If we like someone and we are invested as a Gemini whole,
As a
we are
Gemini
invested.
whole.
We love hard. Okay, we love too fucking hard. Sometimes it scares people, but it's like when
It's
we
really
are
intense.
in it, we are loyal, and that's just that. Like, period.
But if we don't like you, we don't like you.
That part. Like,
If we're done, when we're
done, it's over.
We're
There's
done.
no changing our mind. It's like I already cut you
because
out.
especially because we are people that give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually will try to make things work. And then when we reach a point of like we're done, it's just like we're done.
Right.
And they're like, dang, so you done? And it's like, yes, I'm done. I'm not feeling it.
We are just, like she said, multifaceted, versatile in every way imaginable. Okay, we are chameleons. We are the chameleon of the whole zodiac. I don't care what nobody else say. We are the chameleons. We are not two-faced. We are just we're so passionate.
That might come off as sometimes that might come off to people as like we're all over the place. But to us, we're not. Like we're organized chaos. Like in person, it seems like we're everywhere. We're doing so much and we're all over the place. But to us, in our heads, it's pretty organized. We know where everything is. We know how things are functioning. We know what we're trying to do. But on the outside looking in, it looks crazy. But
It
it's
does.
not.
And the funny thing is, we are the most hated zodiac.
We are.
We know this. Everybody knows this internationally,
I don't know
nationally,
why.
whatever. But one thing you cannot say about a Gemini, that we are not loyal to our friends.
But the
okay?
thing is,
when it comes to friendship, we riding to the end, till the fucking wheels fall off. Bitch, you get in a fight. Oh, hold on, I'm about to get in a fight too. What's up?
Why you tie your hair up?
You know what I mean.
But no, he's right. We're super loyal, but I also think like we're the zodiac sign that people hate but secretly love. Because think about all the people that you're like obsessed with. You love. Everybody loves Kanye. Everybody loves Marilyn
That
Monroe.
wasn't a good reference.
Everybody. I mean, that's up
Let's
to
do
debate.
bigger. Biggie, Tupac,
Tupac,
Lauryn Hill.
Lauren Hill.
There we go.
Normani.
She's up there now a little bit.
A little bit. She up there.
She is.
sis.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of others.
But
there's a lot
all
of
the Geminis that are all the people like all the famous people that are considered icons. Everyone's like obsessed with them because
we are the best leaders.
We're the best.
We're the best fucking leaders. I'm
We're
not gonna
very
say the joke
innovative.
that I always say, but you
Which
know
is
what? We
what?
are the. I'm not gonna do it because this is not. Yeah, no. But anyway, we'll save that for later. I'll tell you later.
But yeah, I say the men are still wishy-washy. Y'all like low-key flip-floppy sometimes because sometimes y'all be like, yeah, let's.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Let's do
You
this.
are
Let's meet up on
not helping
Friday.
this for me
And
right now.
then y'all be like, oh, never mind. Or like something came up. And it's just like, well, why you ain't just say like, no, I'm not feeling it anymore instead of acting like you feeling it and not.
Also,
Gemini men.
although, because people have this confusion, and let's clear this up as we continue. People have the confusion that because you represent a zodiac of someone else who has done something in the past, that every single zodiac person who has that. Sorry for that brief intermission, y'all. So like I was saying originally, not you messaging you.
Who is that?
I'll tell you later.
Cut that out.
Just
cut that
because.
out. Start over. Cut that out.
No. Just like I was saying, just because a person has the same zodiac as somebody who wronged you in the past does not mean we are all the same. We are all very different, but we have similar characteristics. That's all I'm gonna say. Next case, Cancers, emotional.
I don't know that much
Emotional
about
stuff.
Cancers, to be honest. I think they're very like, what's the word? they're very good at explaining how they feel. Like
Not
a lot
all
of
the
signs,
time.
a lot of signs aren't really good at expressing their emotions or articulating their emotions.
That's true.
But Cancers are really good at articulating their emotions, even though they are a little emotional. But the Cancers that I know aren't really emotional. I only know 2 Cancers, and they're both women, and they're both very chill and very cool, very blunt.
Child.
And I haven't met any other Cancer. They seem pretty chill.
I feel like, what did I say? I said males fall easily, and I said females try to be more guarded but are just as emotional. Female Cancers are more guarded than male Cancers, I will say that. Like, I feel like a male Cancer, you're gonna know that they're upset before you know that a female Cancer is upset.
Really?
I feel like she'll be like, no, I'm fine, but then internally be like I'm really fucked up about the situation. Like, low key. That's how my grandmother is, I ain't gonna lie. My grandmother's the biggest Cancer I know. I'm just
Do you know any other Cancers besides her?
Yeah, I know a male I used to talk to.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, the comparison is just like, It was very interesting. Leos. Into themselves.
They love themselves, child.
Into
I love
themselves.
Leos though. But we're very into ourselves as well.
We are. I think every zodiac pretty much has their own like thing about themselves. Like,
But I feel like Geminis and Leos, we both really love ourselves, and I think that's why we get along so well. Like, but Leos love themselves.
They do.
They love themselves.
but I feel like males do more than women. I'm not gonna lie.
I think males do more than women
They
too.
do, because the women are like more like, they know they bad, but it's like, I'm just
They
like,
don't have to announce it all the time.
Exactly. It's just, I'm just trying to be free and live my life.
Yeah,
Like, males is like, I'm feeling myself. Like, they fucking with, like, look, you ain't fucking with me. Like, and they,
What?
females, I feel like they want relationships and they want to
No.
be like loved. Males don't.
No, I disagree.
Really?
I say both males and females, both don't really want relationships.
No, a lot of Leo females I know are like very relationship oriented, and the males are just like, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit.
I know the males definitely are not trying to be in relationships. Like, they're just like, relationship, not ready for that. But I've noticed some female Leos are the exact same way, that they're kind of like iffy about relationships. Some of them, it takes a long time for a Leo to really like be in a relationship. Like, if you get with a Leo, they really love you, because it takes a lot for them to like
that is true.
really want to be with somebody. And I've noticed that with women too. Like, the women are the same way. My best friend's a Leo. A girl that worked at my job was a Leo. We used to talk all the time about relationships, and I was just like, wow, y'all really don't really want to be in a relationship. Like, that's not really what y'all want. So it's interesting.
I don't know.
I think they both are like that.
Virgos.
Ah,
Confident to me, but also very insecure individuals.
you think so?
I do. Like, some Virgos I know, it's like, you would think like, oh yeah, they think they the shit, they da. I feel like we all got low-key insecurities, but like with them, I feel like something be going on with them. It's just a communication thing. I don't know. I don't know. Some Virgos, I don't know. I like female Virgos more than males, though, I will say that.
I would say like Virgos. I say the men Virgos are more mysterious. What? I can't talk. Men Virgos seem more mysterious to me. I guess because I'm attracted to men. I don't know why. But like I'm so drawn to men Virgos because they're so private with their emotions, and they're just naturally private people, and that just makes them, they're just like kind of like in their little bubble. Like, you could talk to them and have conversations, but when it comes to their emotions, they have a hard time. Like, it takes a lot for them to open up their emotions. They're very private people. And me being a Gemini, where I wear everything on my sleeve, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, I tell you everything, I talk. So coming across somebody like that, I'm just kind of like want to pop that bubble, want to get in there and be like, what are you thinking? What's in your head? And they're like, respect the fact that my emotions are private. Like, I'm a private person. And I'm like, I have to adjust to that. And I'm like, oh. But Virgos will do that, be private with their emotions, but then bring up something from like months ago and be like, I didn't like it the way you did this. And I'm like, bro, we could have talked about this months ago. Why are you bringing this up now? And then, because they kind of hold things in, and they kind of and explode. But
that's a lot of people, actually.
Virgos are also very blunt. Virgo women, they kind of like, from my experience, they have this like,
I feel like they're very nonchalant.
You think they're nonchalant?
I do. I know a lot of Virgo females are just like, anyway, this happened, but whatever. Like, type situation, like, they will elaborate on it, and then it's like, move on. Like, it's not even worth my time. Ooh.
They more so put people in check, in my opinion. From my experience, I've had Virgos just put me in check.
I cannot. Child.
Yeah.
Next
I could
case,
be wrong about that, though.
Libras. Unbalanced motherfuckers. Period. Unbalanced is hella.
Okay, you go first.
I'm gonna say, look, I was damn near raised by a Libra. A lot of my friends growing up were Libras. And I never liked Libra males. Like, I didn't start liking Libra males until like college, which is a problem. But somebody finally showed me that Libra males aren't that bad, pretty much. But before, terrible. Could never get along with Libra male. They're just too into themselves. They're so like, what they think and how they feel is how it is. Like, that's it. There's no turning back from that. There's no changing their mind either. Like, they're similar to us, but it's like, at least with us, like, if you give us enough information, we'll probably be like, okay, I'll look at it. I'll look into it. Yeah. With them, it's like, no. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, and it's like, all right, I don't have time to be going back and forth. But Libra females, silly ass motherfuckers, I love them. I love Libra females. They are silly. They're so comical. They're really chill. They're a vibe. I think Libra females are good for the most part.
I love Libras, and I love Libras because they're very similar to us.
Air signs.
They're air signs, but also they're very talkative, and we like to talk. So I could talk to a Libra all day, but I do agree. I have debates, especially Geminis and Libras love debating. So my dad's a Libra, we be debating all day. We'll be on the phone for 6 hours just debating about God knows what. But it's hard to change a Libra's mind. And I really be yelling at this guy, like, listen to me, like, you're not listening. And I know so many Libra men. I don't know any Libra women, so I can't speak on that. But they are all so similar. They're very, very intelligent, though. They're very intelligent, very passionate people. And I think that's why I'm drawn to them and attracted to them. But when it comes to debating, it takes a lot to really change their mind. Like, you got to come with facts and figures. And then sometimes even then, like, I'll come back again and we'll have the same debate. And I'm like, I just showed you all these facts and figures, and to change your mind, you still on this? So, but it takes a lot to change their mind. But
they are who they
evolved Libra, you know, they could change their mind. An evolved Libra, but it takes a lot.
Child. Scorpios. Ugh. Child. The Scorpios. Okay, let's talk about the Scorpios.
I didn't think I was gonna like Scorpios, but I do like Scorpios.
A majority of my friends are Scorpios, and I can read them inside and out like a fucking book. The back of my fucking hand, male and female. First off, Scorpio men, I feel like, again, there's also a difference, I feel like, in the month you were born within your zodiac. Because May Geminis are different than June Geminis. Like, we say we're Sour Patch Kids. Like, May, we're sour then sweet. And then June, they're like sweet then sour. Like, with us, as soon as you meet us, we're like, fuck you, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't like her. And then when you get to know us, you're like, oh, he cool as fuck, I fucks with him. That's how we are. June Geminis, it's like, oh, they're so cool, but you pissed them off. It's like, I don't fuck with them no more. Like,
I'm going off.
The total opposite. So it's just like, you know, breaking barriers. But Scorpios, I think the difference between October and November, October they're more chill. I feel like November is so intense. Like, November Scorpios are intense as fuck. Like, girl, go ahead.
I will say that Scorpios are really intense, but I'm also very intense as well. So I think that's why I vibe with Scorpios, but they're water signs, and I didn't think I was gonna vibe with a water sign just because emotions, and I'm not that emotional, but insensitive. I'm not that sensitive. So I didn't think I was gonna vibe with them, but now my best friend is a Scorpio. Our charts don't even make sense to be friends, but we make sense for some reason. But the fact that we're both so intense in different ways, and then sometimes the same way, it kind of works. So I don't know, but Scorpios also have this like darkness to them, like this underlining dark layer to them. Like they're really nice and like personable, but then when you really get to know them, you see this dark.
All Scorpios I know are like very sexual, very they be on some freaky shit. Like it's not very even sexual. Like standard. It's not standard. It's like orgies. I want to be. Oh I want to fist people.
You see all this on YouTube?
Girl, it's been worse on YouTube.
More like dominatrix.
Like, yes, dominatrix. Very bondage. Very like. Yeah, a lot of different shit. There are a lot of different shit. And it's like, oh, okay.
But I wasn't even just thinking sexual.
Not even just sexual, but as a personality-wise as well.
Personality-wise, they still have like a darkness to them. It's just really interesting.
I feel like they try to be secretive, but they're not that secretive. Especially because I know them for the most part. I'm just like, I can tell when they're lying or they're hiding something or something's wrong with them. I feel like they try to hide it, but it's like,
I feel like they do always have more to say than what they say.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like they want to say more, but they're like, should I say
And
this?
a lot of them, I'm not going to lie, a lot of them are very passive. Like, a lot of Scorpios are passive as fuck. And it's like, well, bitch, I'm not passive, so say what you got to say.
Right.
Like, let's,
passive.
Come on. I don't like that energy, but anyway.
We love them though.
We do. Shout out to my Scorpios. I literally have like 11 plus friends who are Scorpios that are close to me, so yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I'll say this after we finish.
Okay. But the next one is Sagittarius.
I love Sagittarius.
Goofballs.
I'm a Sag moon and a Sag rising.
I think this Sagittarius my chart?
No.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What is your rising?
My moon is Capricorn, and then my Libra rising. I hate my damn self. Shit.
No, that makes sense though.
But yeah, Sagittarius.
I love Sagittarius.
Goofballs.
They're so fun.
Goofballs. That's the first thing I think of when I think of a Sag. Goofball.
And they're so fun, but also like every Sag I know, I don't know about that.
A little bit.
Every Sag I know is always like the smartest in the room, or some would say like they think they're the smartest in the room.
Yeah.
But every Sag I know is just like mentally, I feel like they're ahead of everyone else in the room. That's how I feel, at least about Sagittarius. Every Sag I know is just like, you picked up on that? Wow. Like,
they're very intuitive.
They are very intuitive.
They're very intuitive. So they can feel and like get into, it's...
They're very smart too.
I can see that.
I love Sagittarius. And they're fun and funny.
Male and female. I actually like both.
Yes.
I like both. Like, they're both dope.
Sagittarius are
Shout out to Nikki.
Nikki's a Sag?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Is.
Okay. Shout out to everybody I know that's a Sag.
Next, Capricorns. Emotional.
They're not emotional.
As fuck, yes. But in a sadistic way. It's in a sadistic way. I feel like they have a lot of demons they internalize. Because all the Scorpios, I say all Scorpios. I keep thinking about Scorpios. I've known so fucking many. All the Capricorns I know are like, they're gonna have a problem, they're gonna internalize it, and then they're gonna find a way to like do some wild ass shit towards you. And then it's just like, it's gonna blow up the whole situation. Like, it's like, okay, what the fuck was it for? Male and female. My aunt, one of my friends, another person I knew in high school, like, all like just have that mindset. It's like toxic. It's very toxic. Capricorns are low key toxic. I'm not gonna lie.
All signs could be toxic.
They are. But
I forgot to say something about Libras.
Emotions, but I don't know. What about Libras?
I was gonna say about Libras that Libras have the gift of gab. Like, they're really good at talking. They have the gift of gab. They can, if they want to be toxic and be very manipulative, they can. Like, Libras are the type to talk yourself into a situation or out of a situation.
That's us.
They're really, but Libras are on another level.
Because we're charming as fuck.
We are also very charming. That's why we're similar. But every Libra man I know, I'd be like, yo, how'd you get in here? They're like, oh, just talked to the security guard and got in. What? Like, there's little things that they do that I'm just like, how? They find themselves in rooms that they're not supposed to be in, or like get out of situations that they're not supposed to be in. But they can be very manipulative.
Yes.
Okay, so back to, who were we talking about? Capricorns?
Yes.
Capricorns, they are hustlers. Hustlers.
That too.
Capricorns are natural hustlers. They always have multiple streams of income, always working. They're mostly type A. They're the type to do really well in school. They're the type to just be working hard. Like, they're just hustlers, and that's what I love about Capricorns. I used to call them emotionless because they just don't care about a lot of stuff.
They do, but the thing is, that's what I'm saying. They just internalize that shit so deep, and then it just blows up, and it becomes a toxic situation. Unless
it affects them. They don't care about anything unless it affects them. But everything else, they kind of like, I don't want to say they're emotionless, but they're not that in tune with vocalizing their emotions or being able to explain how they feel. They're not good at that. That's not in a Capricorn way. They're good at moving and grooving. They're not good at vocalizing their emotions. I feel that. And that kind of becomes a problem, especially for someone that's like, I need you to vocalize how you're feeling. But they work hard. Like, Capricorns work their butts off. I love Capricorns.
Aquariuses. I think.
Now you're talking about you have a million. You like Tauruses, and you have a million Scorpios in your life. I have an Aquarius everywhere I go. Aquariuses just won't escape me.
Aquariuses are lit though. I think the men are sweeter than the women.
I love the men better than the women. I will say that.
Aquarius, and as a whole, as a sign, they're cool, and I feel like they're very. For the most part, I would say they're very loyal people.
They are very loyal.
They're very loyal people. The ones I know are very loyal for the most part.
For the most part, I don't know about that statement.
It depends on the particular person, always, and circumstances.
I will say this: they do. They're really good at being there for their friends. I will say that they're really good at being there for people that they care about.
Yeah,
I will say that
definitely.
But Aquarius women, when it comes to conflict, Aquarius women do not know how to apologize.
But I also feel like that's Aquarius men too. Like, Aquarius men are like kind of like, let me avoid this.
I think Aquarius men are actually really good at apologizing.
Really?
I've had experiences where Aquarius men be like, all right, you know what? My bad. That was on me. My fault. Aquarius women are like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Or I'm sorry that that's how it seemed like. Or I'm sorry that that's how it came off. And it's like, so you're not going to apologize for what you said? I have so many Aquarius women in my life, and they all do that. They don't know how to apologize. And I'm just like, why can't you just say, I'm sorry, or I was wrong? Like, just say I was wrong. Just apologize. And they can't. But I do love Aquarius women. They do work really hard, very creative. I will say Aquarius women are more on top of their stuff than Aquarius men. Aquarius men are pretty lackadaisy when it comes to their stuff, but Aquarius women are very organized, very on top of their stuff. But I do get along better with Aquarius men because when there's a conflict with the Aquarius men, we're able to talk it out. With Aquarius women, we don't talk it out. We argue. We kind of butt heads on that because they don't want to. They feel like they're not wrong. They're like, I don't feel like I'm wrong. And it's like, you don't see where you went wrong? Like, I can admit where I went wrong and we can compromise and talk about this. And they're like, nope, I don't see where I went wrong. I think you were wrong though. And it's just like, what? That's how I feel. And I got Aquarius women all around me. Child, they all just like that.
Last but not least, we got Pisces. Very reserved, but they're very observant.
I don't know about reserved.
I feel like some of them are very reserved. Like, they are the type, like, you see them in a crowd, a Pisces is going to sit there and be like, I'm just watching. Like, they're not going to just automatically be like, what's up, what's up, what's up. Some of them can be like that, but a lot of them want to get to know who you are and just watch you and how you maneuver. Because then once they know you, then they're going to open up to you, which is most people, but like, them, it's like, I'm watching you. Like, I'm an observer. I'm going to watch, see how you are. I'll introduce myself, be around, but I'm not giving you all of me just yet. Like, you're not going to meet me up front. As far as like other signs, most signs, when you see them or meet them, that's who they are.
I could kind of see that. I will say Pisces men are very, 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 very different than Pisces women.
They are.
Now, they're both emotional. I will say that they both are really
very emotional
in their feelings.
Yeah.
They take things more sensitive than I do because, like, somebody will be like, oh, that pissed me off. I'm like, really? I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Very sensitive.
But they are pretty sensitive. But Pisces men are not self-sufficient. Every Pisces man I know are not the most self-sufficient. They just have a hard time doing things for themselves. Like
really?
they just yes. Every Pisces man I know.
I don't know. The Pisces men I know, they be doing stuff by themselves, and they got that. Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Pisces men, I've noticed that they're not really good at. They always need help with something that seems so simple, but it's not simple to them. Pisces women, the complete opposite. They're like, move this, pull that back. Some would say bossy. I call them boss women. But they will definitely tell you what to do, how to do it, where to do it, who to do it with. Like they
be over it too. They be like, look, this is
they
how
be like,
it is.
move
That's
that.
it.
I don't like that. Move that back. You know what? I liked it where it was before. They are bossy, but I love that they're more in charge than Pisces men. Pisces men kind of need help with that. It's not their first instinct.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can see that. People I know. But yeah, all of this basically is just input on our perspective and our experiences as both, you know, the Gemini man and woman, twins. First off, your whole chart affects your personality and who you are. So if your moon is something else, or your rising, etc., is something else,
Your Venus, your Mercury,
you could be totally, completely different than what we said. But for the most part, that is
just
the
all
gist.
surface level stuff.
That is surface level as fuck, because it's like your characteristics are that. Like that's what we see for the most part.
And we can all evolve from
That
these
part.
things. I think these are just things that are natural instincts for us. But we of course can evolve from these things.
Yeah.
We're Geminis, we're super talkative. We sometimes talk over people. We're not that good at listening per se. But that's something we can work on and grow and be better listeners and be better at taking things in and not wanting to talk so much.
We are good listeners. I think we're good listeners. For the most part. I'm a good listener.
We talk over Sydney all the time.
Okay, well, I'm a good listener. I feel like.
We talk over Sydney all the time. You can't say we be like...
We don't be talking over her.
We do be talking over her.
I think I'm a good listener.
See how I can admit when I'm wrong?
Look, I think I'm a good listener. I don't know. We all just know Geminis are the best sign. Like, love to hate us, but it's okay. Like, it's okay. That's all that matters.
I get along with pretty much every sign.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm drawn to Aquarius women, but it's just when we have an argument, that's when I have
Okay, so what's your favorite sign other than ours, of course?
What's my favorite sign? So I'm 100% compatible romantically with Aquarius men. So when I meet Aquarius man, I'm like, we just get along. We just get along. And then signs in general, I said I love Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius.
Sagittarius are dope.
Sagittarius are cool. And they're so much fun. They don't take life too seriously. I love Sagittarius.
I'm trying to think. I think on my last video I said one of my favorite was Scorpio. Sexually it is a Taurus, but like in general it's just Scorpio. I would say fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Scorpios. I'm sticking with that. I'm gonna stick with that. Scorpios are like my psychic. Like us together, me and the Scorpio, like we gonna conquer the fucking world. We gonna conquer the fucking world. Period. That's just that.
I don't know that many Scorpios. I only know 2. Oh wait, Cam, 3.
Oh yeah, I cannot.
I only know 3 Scorpios.
Yeah, Scorpios are my fucking psychics. Like I love them to death. Like they are always by my side.
But the thing I was gonna say, that's what I was gonna say.
What?
You know how? So Ryan said like he's attracted to Tauruses. I don't have I mean a lot of people are like I'm always end up dating a Cancer. Like I always end up dating. I'm not like that. I always date a different sign. Like over the years, I'm always dating a different sign. Like I'm attracted to so many. I'm attracted to so many different people. But I'm so drawn to different energies that I don't know who I'm going to end up with. I don't know what's going to happen.
That's what I be saying.
What sign am I going to be with next? I don't know.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
You said what?
Stay tuned.
Gemini energy.
All in all, go experience each sign and figure out what's best for you. experience everybody so that you know moving forward, like, okay, this is what, this is that. If you're not into astrology, I say at least look into it because it is honestly very
cool.
honest. It's very honest, it's cool. And it's like when you find out someone's moon and their rising, you can really get into like who they are and y'all compatibility as just friends or romantically.
And things just start to make sense. And also like things about someone's sign isn't the end all be all. Don't judge someone by their sign.
Exactly.
Like when someone tells me their sign, I just adjust according to their sign. Where I'm like, they're a Cancer, I'm like, oh, okay, so I see you're probably gonna take things in more eternally than I am. So like I just take in things of how people operate in the world. I'm not judging them based off of that though.
Right.
Like I mess with anybody. Like all my friends are different signs, literally.
Exactly, same. But yeah, that is the end. We hope you enjoyed. Comment below or let me know what is your favorite sign,
or what your sign
is. What sign do you feel like you're most compatible with? What sign has the best yeah. You know, you let me know.
What you agree with?
Let's
what
all
we said.
compare. Like, what do you agree with? What do you disagree with? That's okay. I'm fine with that too. You know, I love a good, back and forth. So just let me know. Comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support. You want to say anything else before we close?
No.
Okay. Always remember, if your crown ever falls, pick it up and learn that lesson. Peace, love, and blessings. This is Royalty Rye, and he says goodbye.